called cyber stalking, and it can happen easily. All the person needs to do is use your smartphone against you.
New tonight, our Jeremy Diesel explains the ways you can tell if someone is stalking you right now.
We can't live without them.
Here's your reminder for tomorrow at 9 a.m.
But what if your smartphone turned against you?
How would you explain it? What it's been like for you?
Torture is one word.
It happened to this woman we're calling Jessica to protect her identity. We all know they can tell us where to go,
Getting directions to
what to do, but Jessica's device was sharing all with exactly the wrong person.
Everything about my life he knew and used it against me.
For years, she was baffled.
I noticed that he knew certain things about me, certain conversations or new friends that I had met.
Her ex-husband knew everything.
And just specific details that no one else would know.
Where she was.
And I would leave, and about 5 minutes later he would call ranting and raving. Why didn't I, call when I left?
Even who she was with.
First I thought it was just coincidence.
Not coincidence. Cyber stalking.
I thought it was impossible.
You thought you were safe.
Absolutely.
Far from science fiction, in fact, frighteningly simple.
It's as easy as clicking on a link on an email.
Brett Dearman is a private investigator who specializes in cybercrime.
Oh, you wouldn't notice it at first at all. A lot of these programs are so tiny and so innocuous that they're almost impossible to find.
Even for the professionals, but for the stalker, all too easy.
Type in stalk or stalker, you'll find apps.
Or even complete computer programs that are marketed as being discreet. Just 39 bucks.
The ones for phones are scary. They will go so far as to take a picture of you with the reverse camera as you're dialing a phone number.
And worse, especially if you're trying to stay away from someone.
They get a snapshot of your location using your built-in GPS every 30 seconds if they want.
And they don't have to be a computer whiz.
He had every single one of my texts from every single person that texted me. Pictures, everything.
So how do you know? Well, our expert tells us there are some signs to look for. First, if your phone starts to get incredibly hot, especially if it's a new phone, or if it turns off or starts to reboot all by itself. And also, if your phone's battery loses charge very quickly, that could be a problem.
Even on an old cell phone should last 3 or 4 hours.
Jessica noticed the heat.
And I can remember holding my phone up to my ear and it be hot.
But what she remembers most is the fear.
And it was horrifying. My family was there and I immediately went over to him and I just started crying and then saying, how do I get out of this?
Laws are supposed to protect you, both state and federal. But those criminal cases can be very hard to prove. Ultimately, Jessica took her phone to the pros.
My phone had so much on it that it made his equipment quit 3 times.
At least now she has answers.
And having my life back? No. He has everything up until a month ago.
Had it for years. Jeremy Diesel, KHOU 11 News.
There are apps you can download to protect yourself. Tomorrow on KHOU 11 News this morning, hear from a private investigator about the most bizarre cases he's seen of cyber stalking and how you can avoid becoming a victim.